Hi guys, this is Sarah and this is my response for World War I and Great Depression Lessons of History, and I'm doing my video about the lessons I learned from the Emergency Banking Act of 1933. When the Emergency Banking Act was passed in 1933, there was hardly any debate. In class, Mr. Jensen said that our class debate for Simulation 1 had a lot more debate than there probably had been in the House and the Senate when it was originally passed. This was because they were so desperate to do something. This is because the Great Depression had already been ravaging the United States for over 4 years. 1 in 4 people were out of work. Many people were jobless and homeless. One of the Treasury members in my class included in their opening statement that we should trust the president enough to let him to take control of the banks so that he could help to get the country out of this mess. And I believe that that is a lot of what was going on here. They felt stuck. They felt that they had to do something right then to help the country. And this was it. Even though I think this act was unconstitutional, they argued that it was necessary for them to do it to give the power to the president. The act passed both the House and the Senate easily with hardly any debate. I think there might have been like 1 or 2 people who voted in opposition to the bill, but it didn't really matter because the Emergency Banking Act passed easily. So the lesson which I learned from this event is that 1, giving too much power to the federal government and the president can be very bad. 2 is that there needs to be more debate over things like this in Congress. I understand that it seemed to be like the only solution to the problem at the time and that they were very desperate, but I have to believe that if they had read the bill thoroughly, and all of them had read the bill, or even most of them, and they had considered all the possible effects it could have, and even all the other possible alternatives to the EBA, then it might have ended up better. 3 is that you can't just trust your leaders. You should have faith and support them, but no, you shouldn't just trust them. I said in the beginning how one of the Treasury's points was that we should trust the president enough to let him to take control of the banks. First of all, this is a bad idea because if you look at history, almost every time, without fail, when the federal government takes over a private organization, they never can do it quite as good as the private organization does. Examples of this are the Affordable Care Act, financial help with housing, welfare, etc., etc. Second, they should have to earn the trust of the people, so we don't just give it to them easily. And third, the Emergency Banking Act did not solve the problem. So in summary, the lessons I learned are that we shouldn't just give more power to the federal government and the president. Second, there needs to be more debate and reading of bills in Congress. And third is that our government leaders need to earn our trust, not just get it automatically. Hey, so thanks for watching my video on World War I and Great Depression Lessons from History. I'm really excited to watch all your videos too.